The Alex G Podcast. Truth, laughter, and the now.
Welcome to another episode of the Alex G Podcast with your host, Alex G. Today I have a fun one for you. I went down a little conspiracy rabbit hole this week. I watched an Ninjas or Butterfly episode, or a clip. They talked about Operation Often, and then Kurt Metzger also brought it up on the Dirt with Kurt on his last, not the new one, but the second episode about MK Often. This is a fun one for me, actually. Let me tell you about Operation Often. Operation Often is a CIA, FBI, and provided context. Refers to the secret CIA program that in the late 60s, early 70s, that explored unconventional methods, including occult, paranormal phenomenon, for intelligent purposes. The FBI's involvement is less documented, but there are indications of overlap in related programs. Below is a concise overview based on the available information, critically explained for accuracy. Okay, so let's get into. So this is basically saying that the CIA and the feds in the 60s and 70s were engaged in operations that involved the occult, like witches, ceremonies, and their goal was to weaponize this occult stuff so they could use it as a weapon, basically. Let me keep going. Operation Often was a CIA initiative primarily under the disclosure of the science and technology aimed at investigating behavioral research through unconventional means. It reportedly involved It involved the science and technology aimed at investigating behavioral research through unconventional means. It reported involving studying physics, mediums, and occult practices to assess their potential for intellectual collection or influence operations. Some sources suggest the program explored whether supernatural or demonic entities could be leveraged through official records and scarce and heavily redacted due to the program's sensitive nature. It was part of a broader set of CIA experiments during the Cold War, including MK Ultra. That's why it's also called MK Often, which focused on mind control and behavioral manipulation. Yo, its purpose. The CIA's thought to understand and potentially weaponize paranormal phenomenon such as psychic abilities or spiritual entities to gain edge over adversaries, particularly the Soviet Union, and fear of their own experimentation with similar techniques. So then this is basically saying that the US and that Russia also was doing the same thing. Yet, you know how crazy that sounds? I mean, but this is real. This really happened. This is not conspiracy fiction. This is conspiracy fact. This is not like a, oh, no. There's papers. I mean, you can look it up. FOIA. This is crazy. But when I talk about it, I'm crazy. Right? But this really happened. This is amazing. Come on, guys. Let me keep going. Critical examination. Let's look at this. The information on Operation Often comes from declassified documents, FOIA requests, and/or secondary sources, but much remains speculative due to the incomplete records, posts on X, and some web sources. But much remains speculative. Exaggerate claims suggesting that the CIA, FBI summoning entities, which lacks corroboration from, of course, yes, they weren't doing all that. Yeah, I know. But the CIA official stance is that the programs primarily sourced may not reflect sensationalized interpretations. The CIA, programs like MK Ultra and its offshoots, including Often, were discontinued. Yeah, okay. And that their ethical violations led to the increased oversight. Allegations of the FBI involvement in occult research is less substantial and may stem from broader assistance in intelligence agencies. Guys, this is nuts, bro. Like this is the kind of stuff that they were doing, man. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Link below, comment, like, subscribe. Give me your opinion, guys. How do you feel about Operation Often? That's my time for y'all. Have a good one.